Hi guys, my name is Katie and I work for the UK's leading career specialist company, How to Become. In this short video, I'm going to talk to you about how to complete an application form. Okay, so first of all, let me start off by saying that the completion of any job or career application form should be easy. However, many of us make our lives difficult and as a result, we fail to get invited to the next stage of the selection process. So application forms are usually the initial stage of a selection process. Far too many people take too little time and put in too little effort when completing their application form. And remember, the first important thing to note is that an employer would generally receive many applications for an advertised post. So therefore, it's crucial that you put in plenty of time when completing this form. Okay, so here are a few tips that you should remember when filling out your application form. So tip number 1 is use the guidance notes provided. So before you complete the application form, you need to have a copy of the guidance notes with you. So grab a highlighter pen, read through the key points of the guidance notes and take notes of the key things that the employer is looking for. So you will notice that the notes will provide you with important instructions on what you must do in order for your application to be accepted. So these are the typical regulations and skills required for the position that you're applying for. So just make sure that you can tick off those as you fill out your application form. So for example, they may provide details on the requirements to answer all of the questions on the form. So if any are left out, then the form will not get accepted, okay? So make sure you can fill in every part of the application form to the best of your ability. So the guidance notes may also provide details of any required word counts when responding to the competency-based questions. So if this is the case, then it's essential that you do not go over the word count, because if you do go over, your application form will be rejected. So the guidance notes may also provide details of any essential and desirable criteria. So essential criteria must be met, whilst desirables are not a necessity, but will provide you with added marks and added bonuses that may be the determining factor in whether or not your application is successful. So once you've studied the guidance notes, you will then have the confidence that your form will not be rejected by simple mistakes. So although many application forms now have to be completed online, I've known many application forms to be rejected simply because they did not complete the form in the correct colour ink. Okay, so remember, if your application form asks for a specific colour, make sure that you have indeed written your application form in the correct colour ink. So key points. So the initial stages of an application form will usually involve a requirement to complete your personal details. So it's essential that you are honest when completing these elements on the form, as any discrepancies noted by the employer further down the line could render your employment contract in the near future. So many forms will ask you to provide details of why you want the job and also what you have to offer. If this is the case, then I recommend trying to match the key requirements of the person specification and the job description. So you should try and extract keywords and phrases from the person specification and job description and duplicate these in your answers to the application form questions. When you've finally completed your form, get an impartial third party to read it back to you, okay? They should also check for errors, spelling and grammatical errors. So you would be surprised at how many people lose easy marks through poor spelling, and this will make your application form be rejected. So make sure the person who reads over your application form is someone who will give an honest and constructive feedback to you. So don't wait for the deadline before submitting your form. So although you should not rush your application form, you should try and get it submitted as soon as possible after the initial invitation for applications has opened. So many employers will have a cut-off point when they reach a certain number of received application forms. So you must meet the cut-off point before the employers stop looking at application forms. Finally, if you're required to submit your application form by post, be sure to send it recorded delivery so that you have proof of delivery. Many application forms go missing in the post every year, okay? So by submitting your form by recorded service, you'll be confident that it has actually arrived. So here are 3 steps to what I believe will make your application form successful. So step 1, to begin with, get a copy of the job application form and also the person specification for the role that you're applying for. So sometimes this will come in the form of a job description. And once you have all of these important documents, grab yourself a highlighter pen. Step 2. So your job is to now work your way through the person specification and job description and highlight the key requirements for the role. So sometimes these will be called the essential or desirable criterion. Example of these might be an ability to carry out tasks in an organised manner, a good telephone manner and strong customer service skills, an ability to deal effectively with customer complaints. So if you can meet these criteria, then this will more likely make your application form successful. And finally, step 3, once you've highlighted all of the key requirements of the role, it is your job to provide evidence on the application form. For example, if one of the key requirements is an ability to deal effectively with customer complaints, then you should provide a specific example of where you've already done this in a previous job role. So this will make your application form much, much stronger. So if you follow the above tips and provide evidence of where you meet each and every one of the key requirements for the role, you will greatly increase your chances of passing the job application form. So that's it for this short video on how to fill in your application forms. For more information and guidance on how to fill in application forms, please visit howtobecome.com. Please subscribe to the channel, it is free. You will get up to date with more of my career and education videos. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope this video has helped, and if you do have any questions, please drop me a message below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye bye for now.